Scoob? No, yeah, me neither. But I have been watching a lot of the older shows and cartoons like the movie Mr. Inc. and What's New Scooby-Doo, and it reminded me. Wasn't there like a new one of these that came out recently? And coming to that conclusion, I decided to make a video about it. So here is that video. Quick heads up, there will be spoilers and my honest critique for Scoob. So if you don't like either, I would recommend leaving. Anyway, on to the video. Scoob was directed by Tony Savan, no fuck whatever, and is based on Scooby-Doo and a handful of other characters from random Hanna-Barbera properties like Wacky Races and Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels. The movie was released on May 15th for video on demand due to current issues. The cast consists of Zac Efron, Will Forte, Gina Rodriguez, Amanda Seyfield, and Frank Weller as the main gang represented on this IMDb page in credit order, putting the only returning voice actor for Scooby-Doo, Frank Welker, at number 10, while Mark Wahlberg, who plays a less important role, gets number 2. Also, Simon Cowell is there. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there and I'm going to lay out the intricate details of why I hate this movie. Normally, when I would be doing a movie like this, I would go after the story or secondary characters, but I just hate the main Scooby Gang voice actors. Minus, of course, Frank Keller, as he played both the OG Scooby-Doo and as well as the OG Fred. Velma, Shaggy, Daphne, and Fred all get new voice actors, even though there's already a great original cast that basically lived these roles for more than a decade at this point. The worst part of all of this is the fact that they weren't even told about being replaced. Matthew Lillard, the much-loved original Shaggy actor, found this out from an article on Discussing Film, which I know Warner Brothers has a full right to do this, but considering these people's history with the characters, it seems like such a scummy move, especially since the characters have been drastically downgraded either in the story or their personality. Velma doesn't say Jinkies, Daphne doesn't say Jeepers, and Fred doesn't say. Overall, these three characters don't get a really important role in the movie, and Fred is Zac Efron, so that really can't be good. The actor for Scooby and Shaggy did a pretty good job, but again, Matthew Lillard should have been Shaggy, but again, that's just my opinion. Unlike any of the previous movies, this movie was set up as the opening for a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe, featuring references and characters that they might use later, such as Dick Dastardly and Blue Falcon and his gang, who I hate so much. Even though I have given the impression that this is a Scooby-Doo movie, I will have to cut myself short and say no, it isn't. This is a superhero movie using Scooby-Doo as a disguise. The plot isn't really revolved around any particular mystery, and the closest this comes to being a Scooby-Doo movie is the opening scene of them kids hunting a man dressed as a ghost. That's it. They simplify it down to 5 minutes. What I'm trying to say here is generic. This film is generic. With this being a video on demand, it's hard to know if this film did financially well, but I do believe it was successful given how well trolled World Tour did, and unfortunately that could mean sequels. And you know what else comes with those sequels? More Zac Efron. Okay, I think it's about time we talk about the least important thing about this movie, the plot. So, unlike what I believed originally, this movie has a plot. It isn't a very good plot, but it is a plot. So, the movie begins with Scooby committing Grand Theft Meatloaf and his attempted escape from the law, while Shaggy takes the phrase "make friends" literally by talking to a lump of sand like a sociopathic psycho. Scoob emerges and they eat sand together. A plot device cop emerges and Shaggy covers for his homie because Shaggy ain't no snitch. And the cops drop all charges and they live happily ever after. Because plot armor. Fast forward to Halloween and Hoodlum steals Shaggy's candy and throws it into a haunted house. They meet Velma, Daphne and Zac Efron and decide to break and enter the house. When in the house, they get their candy and investigate a random noise instead of leaving. They are then attacked by what I can only assume is a sex offender, mainly because he only really chased after Daphne. Anyway, he is caught and then revealed to be a shoplifter or something. I don't know. The guy gets arrested, the group says, well, let's get assaulted by a possible sex offender again, and Mystery Inc. is born. Not the actually good show with character development and good story, but random mismatch of mysteries that will probably be shown in montage or something. One plot-driven time skip later, they go into business with Simon Cowell, but they kick Shaggy and Scooby out, probably for substance abuse. The two end up going to a bowling alley where they are attacked by minion ripoffs, only cuter because they're in diapers. You guys wanted this, not me. They are trapped in an alleyway and then rescued by a beam of light, pulling them into IKEA. In the IKEA, they meet three forgettable heroes, one of which I thought was Ryan Reynolds, but turned out to be a Ryan Reynolds knockoff, Mark Wahlberg. They explain that a man named Dick has a dog fetish and is on a quest to find 3 skulls and probably the Ark of the Covenant. Oh yeah, he also needs Scooby for some reason and is trying to capture him. Meanwhile,
at the Krusty Krab,
Zac Efron, Velma and Daphne attempt to track down Shaggy and Scooby, but are arrested for sexual harassment because Fred hit on an officer he thought was a woman but it was actually Dick. Also, Fred is gay now. Gotta get that representation in there somewhere, Hollywood. Some might even say Fred fell for a trap. They get captured and are brought to the Pridwin knockoff where one of Dick's robots helps them escape. This is why you don't give sentience to robots. And then contact Ryan Reynolds knockoff to tell him they are going to Messick Mountain to the last skull, because apparently there was 2 that were already stolen before. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but hey, I don't really care to be honest. They uncover Dick's plan to open up the gates of hell to rip and tear until he finds his dog, due to him kicking his dog into a random portal, and that he needs Scooby because he is a descendant of a dog who served under a god, I think. Yeah, plot, woo, storyline, this is fine. Shaggy, Scoob and the not Ryan Reynolds team arrive at the mountain and Shaggy and Scoob Fallout 76 style because the story required them to. Scoob and Team Rocket assault the natives, but makes the same mistake as any British general does and forgets to bring enough viruses. Fred and Shaggy arrive after the battle, with Fred having gained the ability to channel the trap within and turns into Dick, stealing the skull, Scoob wiping out the remaining natives and destroying Team Rocket's rocket, stopping them from blasting off again. Oh yeah, he also throws Zac Efron, Velma and Daphne off the airship and they fall to their deaths. Shaggy gives a speech about friendship and other good morals to force the plot forward, and then turn the mystery machine into a safety hazard. Dick arrives at the tourist attractions and tries to open the gates of hell, until Team Rocket and associates arrive and are immediately shot down and killed. Dick opens the gates of hell and releases Cerberus, I think that's how you say it, for some reason. Dick retrieves Motley and escapes. The gang and Team Rocket try to lock up the Cerberus and realize Shaggy is a god or something. Yay, more plot. You know what, I don't really care, fuck it. The Doomslayer comes through the door and kills it. There, that's a much fucking better ending. Then they unmask Dick, who turns into Simon Cowell, and they unmask him again, revealing him to be Dick. Some real Inception shit here. Apparently, Dick really wants to ruin Simon's life about as much as Amber Heard has ruined Johnny Depp's. Haha, commentary. Anyway, the day is saved, balance is returned to the galaxy, the G-Man is defeated, and Team Rocket blasts off again. Oh yeah, they also got a new mystery machine that looks kind of gay. Fred asks for a BJ, or possibly DJ, I'm not totally sure.
Where's the DJ you hired?
And they played copyrighted music. Yeah, so this was a video on Scoob. In conclusion, fuck them for not hiring Matthew Lillard. Will they make a sequel? Probably yes. What should be the moral of the story? Friendship? Don't fucking abandon your friends or they'll get kidnapped by IKEA, I guess? Don't trust a guy named Dick? Yeah, guess that's it. Goodbye.